John from Commercial Real Estate Online. Welcome to the program. This is the podcast show for commercial real estate agents and brokers around the world. So welcome. The website to contact us is commercial-realestate-training.com, and we are always loading plenty of things there to help brokers and agents around the world. Whilst you're here today, make sure you subscribe so that you can get the other programs as we put them out: audio, video, and also articles. Tips, tools, and ideas in commercial real estate brokerage around the world. So let's get on with the program, and I'll catch you at the other end. Hi there, it's John from Commercial Real Estate Online. Thanks for joining the program today. This is the podcast show where I like to share tips, tools, and ideas in commercial real estate brokerage around the world. And in this show, you will always get ideas to help you. So in this particular program today, I'm going to drill down into how you can make your listing presentation more successful over time. I'll give you probably 10 ideas here to help you make that listing presentation just so good. And that will give you an advantage in winning the business, of course. And this particular program today is actually part of our course, which is Listings Made Simple. So if you'd like to get more ideas like this to help your real estate business thrive and grow over time, visit the link below, which will take you to the course, Listings Made Simple. So it is time for you to grab your notebook, come back and listen to the program with a cup of coffee, listen to the program a couple of times, and make sure you're doing the things that I'm talking about here, because they will help you. Here is the audio. I will catch you at the other end. So how can you be a success as a broker or an agent in commercial real estate? What are the rules to the process? How can you make it work for you? Now, you may say that you understand how to do that, but do you really understand? And are you doing the right things every day in your real estate business? Many agents approach commercial real estate, sales or leasing, fairly generically. In other words, they don't drill down. And the success of being an agent is actually in the drill down process. Becoming very specific, doing the right things consistently every day, building systems, creating habits. So I'd like to talk a little bit about that to take you into the ideas of what you can do and how you can go down deeper into certain aspects of your day, your interaction, your communications with clients, so that you can win the listings at the right time in moving ahead. Top agents are very good at going deeper into things. And that's where you can now focus your real estate business to drive more opportunity your way. So let's look at the whole idea of growing your business with more listings and clients. One of the most relevant skills to develop and practice as an agent in brokerage, sales or leasing, is the sales or listing pitch. The thing that you must do every day in a number of different ways to get the listing. Sometimes it can be hours, days, or weeks before the listing will convert. So there are certain things that you just have to do to get that listing to come towards you over time. As I said, hours, days, or weeks. Some clients take a long time to make a decision, or the circumstances simply don't align for a little bit of time. So let's look at it. Let's go down into the issues. Let's understand it for what it is. Your sales or listing pitch will be done for one or more of the following reasons. Firstly, getting an appointment with the right people or the decision maker or makers to sell, to present your services. Understanding the property speciality that you work within and your skills in selling or leasing. So getting an appointment is number one. Number two, this is showing the prospect, the client, just how relevant your property skills and services are to help them with their property challenge. And of course, getting to the basic facts of their property challenge will help you with that. Exactly what are they looking for? What struggles do they have? What targets do they have with their property challenge? And be aware that they won't tell you the whole picture anyway. You might get 50 or 60% of the way in understanding what the client's thinking or doing, but you always have to question further, interpret, and then position what you're saying and doing in your listing pitch accordingly. Number 3, that is in getting the listing signed in the best possible way and on the best terms relative to the property. Those terms that will generate an exclusive listing with more momentum over time, with vendor-paid marketing. So getting the listing signed, being prepared for that so that you have all of the elements of the listing aligned for activity and, of course, signing off and completion. Let's go to number 4. How to be a success is what I'm focusing on here. Number 4. Convincing the prospect of the marketing packages that should be used in the listing of the sale or the lease. Now, the marketing packages are quite specific. And of course, the marketing packages should be designed for the best penetration of the target audience that you know really should lease or purchase that property. So understanding the marketing packages that you can put together and then giving the client some alternatives is really quite important. Here's another point to think about. Number 5. Building the suitable case for a recommended method of sale. That says that not all methods of sale will be the best methods of sale for the client and the property in today's market. So what is the suitable case to get the result that you know you can achieve with the right listing, in the right way, with the right marketing and the right method of sale? Go to number 6. Obtaining vendor-paid advertising for the marketing of the property. That is quite important today. Exclusivity, of course, but also vendor-paid marketing. Now, when you're talking about marketing, you can actually put together 2 or 3 different approaches to the marketing campaign, all of them based on vendor-paid advertising, of course. All of them in different approaches to the media that are available, and of course different budgets. So you can say that there might be 3 levels of budget there with that VPA. Gold, silver and bronze, or another way of saying it, the expensive, the medium level costs, and also the low budget advertising. All of them should work, but of course some will work better than others. So understanding your campaigns, the alternatives that you are giving the client to think about, and getting them to agree to the campaign that should be done. And typically that'll be the campaign in the middle. The next point in taking you forward on this, point number 7. Getting the advertising drafts and the brochures approved for submission to the media channels that have been chosen as the most relevant for the campaign and the budget that the client has approved. So when you think about it, getting the advertising drafts ready and, of course, the client to approve them should be based on quality, being very specific, the best advertising copy, the photographs, using the media channels to the fullest of opportunity that you have. And that will be online, also offline, direct marketing as well. Let's go to number 8. Asking for vendor or property owner works to be done before presenting the property with interested parties. So many properties today have issues. And of course, if you're going to take an inquiring party to that property as part of advertising it and of course taking the inquiry, that listing, that property has to present well. So you'll probably be talking to the vendor about doing certain things in the asset to improve the presentation, to make it easier for you to create interest with that listing and of course get offers. Number 9. Negotiating on the offers that the buyers or the tenants to the property put forward. And of course everything you do should be aligned to the opportunities that are out there, encouraging offers. When you take buyers or tenants to a property, your inspection is to encourage them to make offers. So think about how you're taking them to the property, into the property, through the property, what you're talking about, how you're building on the strengths of the asset, how those strengths will suit the person you're showing the property to. And that is all a very deep and direct strategy. Don't be ordinary when it comes to taking an inspection on an asset. So the last point is number 10, and that is closing on the contract or the lease, given the offered terms and conditions, the targets of the client, and the instructions that you are working under when it comes to completing a deal on that particular property. So this list is so varied, and each of the items are so specific. On this basis, your ability to pitch and close on each item will be essential to your success as an agent in converting the listing. So when you go back over those items again, and I hope you do, understand the items for what they are. They are the ways in which you can go more deeply into a listing with the client as part of the presentation to convert the business over time. As I said, the list is so varied and each of the items are so specific. Commercial real estate is built on logic, and when I say commercial, I mean office, industrial and retail. Your knowledge of the property type, the location, the local market will help you, of course. But you do need to go more deeply into all of the issues that I mentioned, because some agents are just so generic. They don't say enough about those particular issues. They don't offer really focused strategies, some solutions, and clients just want to hear about solutions. Strategies and solutions, recommendations. A client will always choose the agent that has given the best recommendations, the solutions that match the client's targets, timelines, and results. So revisit your listing process. Understand it for what it is. How can you go more deeply into the listing process to make sure that you are aligning everything you say to the property, the client, and the challenges the client needs to move through? And of course, you can practice your pitching through role-playing in your team, or you can do that yourself before you get to the office every day. It is highly valuable. Practice your pitching. Practice your property presentation. So as you get better at your presentations and your listing pitch, you may not win every deal, but you will get the largest share of the outcomes that you require. Top agents really never win everything, but they win most of the things that they are engaging with, because they've spent more time going through those items that I've just mentioned. Now, you may be able to add to the list, of course, and you should, because you know your area better than other people. You know your property speciality, hopefully better than other people. When you put those two things together, that is the solution where you can go more deeply into the equation. So how can you be a success in commercial real estate today? Let's summarize it for you. Let's give you the ideas here right now. When it comes to your success rate in pitching for the business, for the listing, and every variation of the things that I've mentioned, the following will help you. Number 1, know exactly what's going on in the local area and the property market. Use that information in your pitch. Knowledge will help you every day in every way possible. Number 2, use your quality database as a point of attraction that sellers and property owners just must tap into. Talk about that database. Show a short list of people to inspect. Number 3, show the prospect just how your marketing packages are more relevant to the property and the targets of the client. Number 4, tell stories from the market on similar properties and situations that were resolved successfully and you were part of that. Put yourself into the picture. Number 5, give the client a plan to progress the property issue. In this case, it is very valuable to provide a graph, a timeline, a chart, showing the problems, the issues, and a timeline. A Gantt chart will help you with that. A Gantt chart is a chart of issues based on a time index. So choose the next 4 months, for example, and use a Gantt chart to show the stages of what you will be doing and why that is the case. The visual approach works very well in commercial real estate. Number 6, make it easy for acceptance. Have all the correct papers ready for review and approval, that is, the listing papers. Don't turn up at a listing unprepared. Don't turn up at a presentation underprepared. Have everything ready to go. Check it. Have it ready to go. You know it's ready to be signed. All you need to focus on is the signature on the bottom line. The last point is this, number 7. The listing pitch is about the client or the prospect and their property. As part of that, encourage them to talk and explain. Show your understanding and empathy on their comments and concerns. Ask questions, go more deeply into what they are saying. When they say something, ask more questions about that. That in itself shows the client that you are aligning to their concerns, to their issues, their targets. Ask questions, give answers, give comments. The presentation about the property is indeed all about the property and the client. It's not about you. 85% of what you say in a listing pitch should be about the client in every way possible, with their property, their situation, their challenge, their focus. So in closing on this particular point, I want you to think about this. A sale pitch, a listing pitch in commercial property, and that is office, industrial, and retail, it is not about pressure. It is about communication. It is about empathy. It's about understanding and recommendations. It is about information. What I said there is quite important. What you're saying is hearing. What you're showing is sight. And what you're doing is handing the client something. Touch, feel, see. Put the senses of the client together so they are really engaged with what you're doing as part of the listing process. If you do not have some clear points of difference in what you're saying, showing, and doing, then the client will just treat you as another agent, and you don't want that. So now today in the listing pitch, it is time to align everything you say, show, and do for the client in all of the categories that I have mentioned here. Take your time, really think about what I have said, and you will find the listings will come to you more easily over time. Sure, you will not win everything, but no one really does. What you will do is you will improve your averages. That's it, that's what you want, and that will give you the results that you seek over time. Engage, 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 and use all of the points that I've mentioned here to help you do that. That is the message about being a success in commercial real estate. And so that is the program for today. Plenty of things to think about there when it comes to your listing pitch and how you are indeed engaging with the client as part of that. Now don't forget to visit our website at commercial-realestate-training.com. And this particular program today is actually part of our course, which is Listings Made Simple. So if you'd like to get more ideas like this to help your real estate business thrive and grow over time, visit the link below, which will take you to the course, Listings Made Simple. And I'll see you on the other side to help you with your real estate business growth and planning over time. This is John, signing off for now. I'll catch you again very soon online. And so that is the program for today. Some ideas there that you can focus into to give yourself better routines and activities in brokerage in your location. It is an amazing industry with lots of opportunity. It's just a matter of shaping what you do, how you think about what you're doing, and of course building on your consistency over time. So that is the program today, and of course I'll see you at the website, which is commercial-realestate-training.com. Catch you soon.